Welcome to the Brass and Woodwind Shop. On this saxophone, the neck tightening screw broke off and it is stuck inside of there. Sometimes these screws are very difficult to get out, but other times they're very easy. So start with the easy way of getting it out, and there's a tool that's made for that purpose. This is a saxophone broken neck screw extractor. It looks a lot like a screwdriver, but if I hold it closer to the camera, you can see that there are a lot of little teeth on there and they're sharp. Usually when the screw breaks off inside of the saxophone, you can see marks where they tried to remove the screw, and this one is that way. It looks like they tried to go in there with something and remove that, but it did not work too well. And if I turn it over, you can see that they cut a little notch in there to try to get the screw out that way. But the screw is in there too deep, so the notch didn't really help out at all. Sometimes you can do that. If the screw is almost up to the end, you can cut a notch in the end of the screw and then pull it out with a screwdriver. But in this case, the screw is in too far, so you could not do that. What I'm going to do is take the neck extractor and try to get the screw out. Now I'm pushing pretty hard on this, and I'm turning as I'm pushing, but I don't think it's moving at all though. But that's okay because I can also try from the other direction. In case if you're wondering why my knuckles are bloody, it's not from getting screws out of saxophones, it's from ice skating. So don't worry about getting hurt from doing this job. Now I'm going to turn the saxophone around and try it from the other end. And again, I'm pushing hard on it as I am turning. And I want to see if it's coming out. Now sometimes when they break off, a piece of metal gets wedged into the threads on there on the inside, and then it gets stuck, and then you have to get it out some other way. But this time I think it is going to come out with this tool. And I do not need to get it all the way out. I just need to get it so that it is almost at the end there, and then I can cut a slot in it and remove it the rest of the way with a screwdriver. And I'm also trying to be careful to only damage the screw. And yes, this tool does damage the screw, but it doesn't matter because the screw is already broken. So I try to only damage the screw and not any of the rest of the saxophone. I got the screw out enough so that it is sticking out a little bit. Now I'm going to take the jeweler saw and cut a slot in the end of the screw. I'm using my finger to line up the blade. When I cut a slot in the screw, I only want to get the screw, but in this case there was already a cut in the saxophone. Now I'm going to use the screwdriver to remove the screw, and it should come out fairly easily. Yes, it is. And the screw is out. Then you need to replace the screw and the repair is done. A lot of times you only need this tool to get the screw out. This time it took a little bit more work, but not very much work. Sometimes this tool will not work at all, and then there are other ways of getting the screw out. Look in the description below for links to other videos for removing screws that are even more stuck than this. You can also look in the description below for where you can get one of these tools. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe for more band instrument repair videos.